When last we left our heroes, the party was looking into the various things with it going on within Highmoon, this infernal sickness as they have discovered. Upon their investigation, they interrogated a sheep that was turning, seeming to still hold on to a bit of its own essence, though fighting the fiendish nature that it was starting to overcome. They found out various details, but eventually going to the head of the Temple of Bahamut here in Highmoon. The priestess Nell provided further information regarding the nature of demons and this illness, along with also the nature of undead, with sentient undead known as Revenants and also Hollow Ones. From there, the party went to the farm, and after some little questioning with the farmer Bircham, went into the farm itself and found various imps that were disguised as rats. And upon defeating the imps, came across various bottles containing disease within them. Finding all these bottles scattered throughout the barn itself, as well as the farm. From there, with the intel in tow, having a greater idea, but still wondering who may be at the center of this. And so we pick up. As you all have made the 30-minute travel from the farm back to the town of Highmoon. It is about, with all the travels you've been doing around the city and outside of it, approaching to about late afternoon at this point. So about 3 o'clock or so. And so, as you enter on in, again, it is a bustling city. Merchants are active. Guard are on the lookout, being a little bit more active in this instance given the events of yesterday and the information that you have provided them. So, what do you all do?
So much approval for the
I mean, very, very professional.
It's overdoing it now. Should we?
I think like 2 minutes before I went into town, like, because I don't want to actively be like casting a spell and drawing attention to myself, but I would want to, or on the walk over, if you'll let me walk and ritually cast, I would want to like kind of prepared to have it go off, because I just want to get like a glance around town to be like, is this pinging anything for me? Is the town
the detect disease.
For detect disease,
okay,
yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, I didn't say what it was. I just wanted to cast it.
Yeah, you know that spell that I cast last week? It's going to be that.
Yeah, do you remember that? Yeah.
No problem. Yeah, there's not really a lot. It's not like identify where you need like a lot of objects in order to cast it. Like you need like a flaming pot or something like that for identify. No, that I'm sorry, that's Find Familiar. We need like a flaming pot.
Oh yeah, like a circle or something.
Yeah, you don't need anything really like that for detect disease. So you had enough time to where you definitely are able to ritually cast it while walking, maybe stopping every once in a while to make sure you're getting the hand motions properly. But I'd say you definitely had time while walking to make sure you're able to cast it.
Cool. Yeah, she'll like second guess and be like, and like so she's probably like lagging behind everyone near the end there, but you got it.
Well, I think she's almost done there.
Perfect.
Are you gonna be looking, Rosa, for other people in this area?
Yeah, for the vials. I want to see if there's any in town potentially. I'll let you know.
Good time to do it too. About Highmoon in Highmoon, it's always a nice place to do it.
To check for diseased vials?
Well, I mean, everyone's not gonna be home, so it'll be easy to go around.
Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. Sorry, the rhyming was so pleasant, but like the topic is so unpleasant, so it was really throwing me off.
It's almost like a second lunch, but like noon is like, of course, noon, but high noon's when like, you know, you're high up in the day, kind of like a early afternoon, late afternoon, but it's more specific, you know.
Yeah.
I've been trying to start the phrase. It's not catching on, but I figured high moon and high noon would make sense. So.
Oh.
They're
Okay.
very similar. Astute observation there, Gideon.
Pretty much all I was thinking about on the way back, so.
30 straight minutes.
Let's just, I think we can take some time to look at all of this and,
Just, like,
keep
walk
following you
around
around.
or something.
Mhm. Sounds good.
Perfect.
I
Lead the
agree.
way.
Let's look around.
All right. So as you
Glad you're
cast,
excited.
so as you cast, it lasts about 10 minutes. We'll go ahead and say for this on Rosa, we'll go ahead and do highs or lows.
Lows.
First one of the campaign.
Yeah.
All right.
Felt like I was in mishaps for a second. Just getting some flashbacks.
No, got to keep the tradition going. So
Yeah, of course.
as you are walking around town, so you're currently entering in from the western gate. So this is going to be the area that is typically a little bit more residential in nature. And as you're walking around, just through the general streets, a ping does go off.
I'll turn my head.
Yeah. So as you kind of turn your head, you gather, given the radius of it, you get that it seems to be coming off from an alleyway between two single-story houses with thatched roofs.
Guys.
Hmm?
Poke, poke, poke.
Oh, all right.
Like there's a ping over there.
Well, that was
Window?
quick.
Yeah, I'm not excited about how quick that was.
Can I find my accent tonight?
I think
All right. Well, let's go take a look then.
Okay.
I mean, are we trying to be like discreet, or just kind of knock on door and be like, "Hello, we're just picking up trash." And
I think it's in the alley, so we probably can just like walk in, I would assume.
that's fine.
Unless
If it is in the
things have
house.
changed in the last few decades and you're not allowed to walk in alleys anymore, because I haven't been in the city in a while.
Well, just saying, if we have to go inside a place, that's all.
Oh, yeah.
Just checking the vibe of people. If I'm a little bit more knock on the front door and just ask questions later sort of person. So
We can just say that we're here on behalf of, like, the clerics or the Bahamut people, that we were sent, and
The
we're
city
just
guard seems
trying to help.
okay with us.
Yeah,
Cool.
we're fine.
Didn't mean to waste time on your spell. Lead the way, Rosa.
Oh, yeah.
So as you are walking toward the alleyway, you see that a lot of the shadows from the sun-in's positioning are starting to cover the alleyway, make it a little bit more dark. But still, there's plenty of sun from the daylight. You see a lot of crates and barrels. Some crates are more rotted away with just rotted food entering into the alleyway, and there are rain barrels around. And as you're looking into the various portions, you seem that you're starting to get a detection that it is coming from one of the crates. It seems to be a more closed one that's on top of the ones that seems to be almost rotting away. So it's kind of at a tilted angle almost.
I'll cast light just to illuminate the alley a bit.
Perfect.
I'll look for rats before I
Yes,
point out
I'm
the
also
crate.
looking for any creatures that are around.
Yeah,
Roll for
keep my eyes
rats.
peeled.
All right. So anyone who is looking around can go ahead and make a perception check.
24.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, 24.
19.
19. Good rolls, guys.
Sorry, I forgot how to count.
Yeah, it's math is hard. So as you're looking around, you don't really see any rats in this alleyway. Well, I mean, you do see rats, but nothing that seems to be abnormal about them with their eye colors. They seem to be normal red rodent eyes.
And what were they before?
They were basically, I should say, red and black, different types of rodent eyes. As far as they were before, basically black and red, but they had irises and pupils that looked infernal and demonic in nature.
Right. Okay. Oh yeah, like
basically,
Gideon's.
basically like
Yeah.
Gideon's. Actually, yes, that is what we realized.
You keep on looking at my eyes. I'll remind you.
Awkward.
But you're
Mine
not
a
an
little bit
infernal
more.
rat, so
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
we
I've
know.
been called worse.
we all have.
Why are your
Actually-
eyes that color?
Oh, I was literally about to say, some people have literally called me an infernal rat. So I mean, it's just part of my race and background. But you know, I don't attribute it to what my ancestors have done. But some are fallen, some are not, and there's a bit of a genasi in there as well. So that's where the red comes from. So enough history about these ping of yours.
I think Rosa was mostly just watching Resvin. I was calling him Zydron. Oh my gosh. Resvin's reaction. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Different character, although
It's like going to be a long week of lots of D&D, which is so good, but jeez, does everything get mixed up. Yeah, I think you're mostly looking at Resvin's reaction to see if it looked like it was clicking with him or not.
A little bit.
Okay.
What are genes?
I mean, your eyes are, completely.
I
One
know my
color.
eyes look different than your eyes, yes.
Just everybody has different looks,
Again, we got
Anyways.
about a really short limit on this.
Yeah, I
maybe
imagine that
maybe
we're
afterwards we
wait,
can come out about
like-
it.
in my head. They're like walking as like, they're
think
not
we're
just
at
like
the place to
standing.
look
We're
at
at the
though.
alley. We've been there for a while.
Okay, Alize's gonna walk and talk. Then I'm
Perfect.
just.
But I
Putting that
Well,
out
we have
there.
been.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're just
yeah.
maybe there.
it's fine.
I'll
It's
look
not a
at
big
some-
deal.
It's all fine.
So
I appreciate that, Alex.
I will point though to the crate because I didn't point it out yet. But I was like, I don't see rats. It might be in that crate though. Be careful. You see like full vials. Don't touch them with your bare hands.
So, is this crate one that's more brute force open, or like it's locked or something, just pick into? Or
As you're currently looking, this one again, you are just casually examining it with there is no lock on it. It does seem to be one that you would need a lever of some kind to pry open.
I look at it curiously. That seems hard to get into. Do you think those little flying rats could get into that?
If there's like an opening or something at the bottom, they probably could. Maybe they carry around little rat levers. I don't know.
Well, that or it could be there's more people involved with this that are bigger.
That too. Other people disguised.
Disposable thumbs, I'm assuming.
It's opposable thumbs, not disposable thumbs.
Oh, is it? You know
Yeah.
what? That's actually good. I never know that. I've always just called them disposable.
Well,
It's a television show, and so is Michael's.
all right. Let's
It
try
really
to.
reflects the 7 intelligence, though. I thought that was you did that on purpose.
Nope. That's Michael's 7 intelligence coming through. Sure.
And there's a clip.
Let's try to find something. Is there anything nearby to try to crack it?
Yeah, as you go ahead and make an
You
investigation
also
check.
have a sword too, so.
I was going to say we could just lever it. All right.
I'm just gonna look for holes in the crate too, if I can. Just look around it.
Go ahead and make an investigation check as well.
Is that investigation for looking for holes?
As you're
17.
more closely examining the object.
Okay.
17, you said, Alize, for looking for an item to use for leverage, correct?
What?
You said 17?
Yeah.
Okay. Zaven?
11.
11? All right. So, real quick with Zaven, as you were kind of examining it, you do find that there is definitely something that can be considered like a rodent-sized hole on one of the bottom portions of the crate. And Alize, as you're currently looking around, you do find that there are definitely like bits of splintered wood that you could potentially use as leverage, maybe even like some shards of metal, but again, they seem kind of sharp, so they could cause injury, but they could potentially be used.
I could also use my sword, yeah?
That too.
Okay.
I was thinking of something like.
Yeah.
If you're the type that doesn't want to, chip your sword or something.
And
you
I
don't
mean,
care.
there's also daggers too, so those
That's
tend to be
true.
a little bit.
The crappier
easier.
daggers, you don't care about.
Gideon just you see his ornate one, and then he's got 3 other things. He just reaches out a short sword and hands it to Alize. You can use that one. It's fine. That one can be chipped. It's all good.
Are you sure? I was just gonna use one of my daggers.
No, it's a backup.
Okay.
It's really
All right.
backup, but
Well, let's take a crack at this.
it's a good one.
Just gonna try to.
All right, I'll say go ahead and make a. I'll say this will go ahead and be an acrobatics check to see if you're able to successfully wedge the dagger underneath for without injury or anything like that.
19.
19.
Nice.
Okay, so you're able to go ahead and do it. Now, at this point, go ahead and make an athletics check to see if you're able to go ahead and pop
My
it off.
negative score? Oh, gosh. 5.
You have it wedged underneath there, but just the nails seem to be really tight in there. It's kind of hard to push down. Something about it, and also just the angle, it's very awkward in order to get it propped open.
She says some curses in Sylvan.
Can I just put my hand over yours and just help press down and just because
Like
so much
really
bigger,
casually.
and just give her advantage and just do the help action?
Sure, I'll say go ahead and make a athletics check. You can go and do it with advantage.
10.
10.
Oh wait, at advantage.
At advantage, yes.
Oh, I took this. Okay, I rolled an 11 and a 16, so I was like, wah wah.
Oh, no.
Okay. 15.
15.
Let me
Okay.
make this harder on you.
So, as Gideon seeing Alize struggle, just provides a little bit more pressure for the leverage. And as you do, you go, you hear the creaking of the wood, and eventually, and the lid does pop open to where you can pry it off and look within.
Good job.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Rip it open for you guys to look at.
Yep.
Yeah, lean over.
Still want to watch for any rats that might come around corners looking for anything.
Yeah, perfect. I'll say go ahead and make a perception check for me.
That's better, 22.
Nice.
22.
Yeah.
You're looking around and you think you see a rat far off in the corner that seems to almost perch up and look at you all and then kind of scurry
How far
off. I would say at this point it's probably about 30 feet.
Okay. Blessing Raven Queen, right up to it.
Yes.
As you just bamf right on over to it. The rat eyes look normal. Looks like it was just a curious rat.
Okay.
Bad rat.
No.
So, as you all then pry off the crate, you look in and there's definitely a lot of cushioning and hay. And as you look, you see dozens upon dozens of tiny vials. Some that are empty, and some that have yet to be used, and some that are half full.
And they're all
Well,
tiny.
They're all tiny, perfect for an imp.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that.
That's a lot.
It's a little bit more southern than I meant. Mm-hmm.
How many total, if I glance at it, if I could assume? Like a guess.
At a glance, you're probably guessing about 20.
Okay. 20 full ones or 20 total of everything?
20 total, 5 that are full, 5 that are about half empty, and then 10 that seem to be just fully on empty.
Okay. Okay. So there's a whole sample of this that maybe people could figure out what that is, but I hate that. I'm just looking in.
This is actually kind of something interesting. I've never, I'm not one to collect evidence. Normally one to just present it. So this is actually kind of weird to be on this side of things.
Is there any
We
markings?
remove this so that should we remove these so that they do not get removed or taken away if we report it? Should we bring this to somebody?
Yeah, definitely. Can I just examine the crate? Is there any markings or anything of indicate whose it is or maybe where it came from?
Like
Yeah,
any
I'll-
body symbols or something.
Yeah,
like a body
exactly.
symbol.
There's a strange eye. I'll say go ahead and make an investigation check as you're examining, looking for any
Jaeger.
symbols.
It's a deck fella came by my house about 6 months ago. Warned me about
What a deck! No,
it.
turned evil. 11.
11. There doesn't seem to be any markings that you can necessarily make out on this crate.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know where this came
Any signs of there wouldn't be fingerprints in this. They don't really have fingerprints in fingering, right?
Oh, you're
this
talking
time frame.
about forensic science, forensics.
Yeah, sorry, my mind went in two different places with that.
Oh.
I'm guessing they don't have actual level of fingerprints, but then my brain was then bringing it back to looking around. Is there any markings of gloves or boot prints
Gotcha.
nearby that would be a little bit more identifiable?
So, yeah, basically forensics as we know it with fingerprinting and stuff like that, not really a thing.
Time to invent it.
But I like the question. That's a great question. I'm a big fan of that
If
question.
my brain went
So-
to straight minor illusion, can I use it to get a fingerprint off of this? I was like, wait, I don't think that's not the
Got
right
it.
direction of that.
So with that, I'll say, as you're kind of looking around for any sign of anyone coming near this crate, I'll say that also warrants an investigation check since you're specifically looking for footprints or anything along those lines.
I'm going to take a look here, see if maybe there's not any signs of footprints or people coming up to this outside Little Rats. Does anyone else maybe got a good eye for these
No.
things? Because I definitely don't.
I
You
can
see him like stepping over his own
Yeah.
footprints.
Take a look as well.
Oh, nat 20!
Never
There we go.
mind.
25!
Okay.
Perfect.
Alize, did you roll at all, or?
She was about to like help Rosa and be like, "I'm gonna go
Oh.
over there," and then never mind. She's like,
Well, I'll still say that you both
Oh,
still
Rosa.
get involved and are you're assisting Rosa looking around. I'll still say that
Yeah.
that happens. So as Rosa, as you both are kind of investigating, Rosa, you definitely do pick up that there are definitely markings, signs of rodents entering in and out, specifically because they seem to be making a pathway through a lot of the rotted food, which leaves marks. And within the rotted food, you definitely do find this a sign of a human footprint, or to say a medium-sized creature, humanoid footprint. That's the word I was looking for, humanoid.
I know,
been a
sometimes
long-
you just, like, it's so hard in fantasy what to do.
Yeah,
Human, because you just, yeah. Okay.
yeah, humanoid. It's been a long day,
Okay.
folks.
And you guys pointing that out?
No, I don't tell you. I just
Okay.
walk away.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'll show for sure. Like, footprint.
Question then, DM.
Yeah.
Along those same thoughts, is it visible enough that I could then look at it and do a minor illusion? So if I wanted to show someone else or match it to someone else's footprint, I could reduplicate it?
If it's pointed out to you and looking at it, I would say you'll need to make a spellcaster check to see how accurate it is.
Sure.
But it's doable.
Cool. Yeah, I'll kind of go over and I'll try and manipulate a bit. And this would be, yeah, that pinkish glow. And it'd be like pink little flames on the ground that try and match on top of the shoe print. And he's kind of manipulating until he gets like a pretty decent shoe print, essentially.
Okay. So
Something that he could duplicate.
I'll say in that case, when you do it, you'll be able to, since you're practicing and studying it, I will mark it down that when you do it, you'll be able to do it at advantage.
Sweet.
I want to do
Good
an
thought.
Aragorn and look at the shoe print and, see other ones. What direction is it going? How big is it? Does it look more,
So
masculine, feminine?
since you're specifically trying to identify potentially the paths that it went and gender, height, anything along those lines, I'll say go ahead and make a survival check.
Okay.
Your
knew-
favorite terrain is forest, correct?
My favorite terrain.
Actually, wait, I don't think you get that till second level. Never mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't have it right now.
Never mind.
But that's okay. All right. Better. 15.
15. So, as you're kind of looking around, trying to see it, the size of the boot indicates that it is definitely and the wideness of it definitely seem to indicate that it's most likely a male of some kind. About average height, so 5'9", 5'10", possibly. The directions, though, it seems to get a little bit lost, almost like the person realized that they had stepped in something and purposely tried to remove it to hide any further tracks.
Okay.
While they are looking at that, since I kind of vamped away, can I
Yeah.
see what the buildings on both sides of this alley are?
Yes. So as you're currently looking around, they both look to be homes. So single story, made of stonework, thatched roofs. There is a chimney on either side. Same place. Seem to be on like the left side of the house. Smoke is rising from it. So there definitely seem to be people home currently.
I'm gonna knock on one of the doors.
Perfect. as you go, and now I'm front door, I'm assuming.
Whatever door I was closest to when I bammed.
All right, well, that's going to be the back door.
Perfect. Let's go.
So as you go and just the door opens up, and behind, and you look, and there appear to be a halfling woman opens up the door, and she's very curious. Seems to be about older, but not necessarily middle-aged for a halfling. Long blonde hair, green eyes, wearing typical peasant clothing. As she opens the door, looks and, can I help you?
Good high noon in Highmoon. I was hello. I'm just asking if anybody in your household is ill at this time. I am curious, how's the well-being of everyone here? I'm trying to be very genuine. And
I'm saying for this, you're knocking on the back door. I'm still going to say, go ahead and make a persuasion check.
You got it. Nat 20 for 23.
Okay, so
Oh,
there's an air of the way that you greeted that there almost diffuses the tenseness of this situation, and it's like, okay, there's no way that someone like this could be causing harm. So there's a very much, you can definitely see that she definitely relaxes her shoulders a little bit. I said, oh, well, actually, yes. Now that you bring it up, my son, fairly recently, actually, last night, seems to have come down with something. High fever. Seems to be starting a little bit, so much so that it seems to be starting a little bit of a sweat, but I reported it to the guards, and they're definitely keeping a monitor on it, but I don't know where it came from. I fed him properly. I fed him all the good food, the correct food. He wasn't really out that late, so I'm not sure what happened.
How old is your son?
Son is about no more than 12.
Is he well enough to potentially be asked some questions?
She looks at you, looks at him. Just make it quick.
Of course. And I'd walk in, I guess, close and, like, gently as possible approach, get down on a knee even.
Yeah, it's a very simple house. Like, the room, it's basically a one-room house where the bed, dining, and kitchen area are all in the same place. So he seems to be in the main bed, and it looks like the mother has set up a place for her to stay more on a couch area, so that way he has all the comfort that he can possibly have. And this halfling child, freckles across the face, dirty blonde hair that's in a complete mess from sleeping. And he kind of just rolls over and goes, yes?
Hello. My name is Rezivin. What is your name?
Tim.
Hello, Tim. I want to try and help you feel better. And I just have a few questions about how you got sick.
Mm-hmm.
If you remember anything, strange people.
I remember hearing the sounds of a rat of sorts, but that's normal. Mom usually scares them off before anything can happen. Then suddenly I felt this weird stinging sensation on my neck.
On neck.
And then it went away. There was nothing there. And now I'm like this.
Was it last night you felt the pain
He nods.
while trying to sleep?
He nods again.
Was it while you were asleep or before you fell asleep?
During.
And you heard a rat?
He nods. A little slower this time. He's nodding along. Seems that doing his best to stay awake.
Thank you for your information. You are quite brave. I'm going to do what I can to help you feel better.
Thank you.
Get some rest.
So,
And he'll kind of stroke his head and his hair a little bit.
mm-hmm. With that, the kid then kind of just closes his eyes a little bit and just rolls over, clearly sleeping, as the mom is watching all this happen, and gives a slight nod and quietly comes to you and just, do you have any idea what's going on?
I believe my friends and I are onto an idea of what may be happening. And we hope to resolve this as soon as possible.
Okay. Thank you.
Please be extra careful around rats. They may be what is causing sickness. Seal up any holes. Block entryways into rooms the best you can.
Well, I'll do what I can, and it's kind of hard when you have a little place that can get run down like this.
Of course.
So,
I will hopefully be back with good news.
thank you.
And he'll turn to head back towards the back door, because that's the door he came in.
Perfect.
Resident, get more money. Buy a better house.
Did we see him leave, or did we see any part of that, or was he completely in secret the whole time?
So
I was imagining
he didn't
the
necessarily
corner
make any
watching.
stealth checks. I'll say you toward the end of your investigation, especially Alize, as you are looking and piecing this together, you look, and at that moment you realize Zaven's gone.
Where did Resident go?
Oh, he's right.
Where did he go?
Maybe he found another rat or something.
I'll
gotta check on him.
Yeah, I would look down at least one of the alleyways. I obviously
Yeah.
wouldn't know which one, so I would go to one end.
As you kind of go,
Yeah.
you find the tea section. You look, and you do hear voices coming from inside the house, basically to your left as you're looking. And eventually, Zaven, you do come out, and you see that everyone is standing there, kind of looking for you.
Oi.
Hi.
Hello.
Where
Did you find something?
Yeah.
There's a sick boy in here. He seems to have encountered one of these rats last night, feeling a sting on the back of his neck. And now he is ill. We must help him.
That's a
Yeah.
lot of information you got. Very good.
How old is he?
He is 12. A young child.
Do we one?
That's not good. Okay.
We should bring those back immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any more time on your ping? Is there any way we could check around, see if there's any more in the neighboring houses?
I mean, I can keep checking. It
I feel
If
like
I
it's
cast
not
it
doing wrong.
ritually, then I can go all over town if I need to.
Why don't we
There you go.
go grab the gods or maybe even Nell and bring them here? Because I feel like we might need to do a bit of a more extensive search.
I think as long as someone, like a few people, wait by the crates to make sure nothing happens.
You two want to stay here, Alize? You and me? We'll go grab some authorities.
Sure. Fort.
I
Yeah,
will remain
we
here.
can.
Okay.
You guys all right with that?
Are
Yes,
druids are druids commonly known to be able to shapeshift, by the way?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Rosa, by the way, you said you were a druid. Yes?
Yeah.
Can you do that shape change thing and turn into like a rat or something? Or maybe you
do.
can't. I don't know. I'm just saying I know some.
I used to. I just forgot. It's been a while. I can't really anymore.
Fair. It's complicated magic. I was just checking.
Yeah.
I don't know how to turn into a cat, so I wouldn't feel so bad of yourself.
Oh,
I-
yeah.
I
Thanks.
think it's really cool, but it was just a question.
Sure.
Good
yeah.
to know. But think like a rat still, both of you.
Okay.
Get on the ground.
Just please
You know.
hurry.
All right,
Don't-
Alize.
Okay.
Yes.
He's gonna run.
All right.
So, all right. So as you're, Zaven and Rosa are staying behind, and then Alze and Gideon, you guys are heading to Nell, correct?
It depends
We
on how
go-
far away it is. I mean, really
Yeah.
just trying to find some like local guards just to get a few to come help post and like even if they spread the word, we don't necessarily have to like go across town, but
Okay. So
just enough to get word and get attention on this.
yeah. So currently, where you are located, it is definitely located closer to the. It is definitely so. Zarlandra's ruin is located on definitely on the other side. As far as guards are concerned, they are a lot more heavily populated in the town these days, especially in the town square. So if you're just looking for a guard, that is pretty easily doable.
I think that's all we'd be looking for right now.
Okay. Alize's running and trying to wave someone down.
All right. You got this. He's just walking behind you.
So as you go, as you're looking and waving down, you do find that there is one of the guards that you actually encountered yesterday during the night. Looks at, oh yeah, it's you all, yes. What can I do for you?
Well, we're looking for people who can help. You know that encounter that we had with the sheep? And then that's bad, right?
Yes.
So
Bad one.
there's no other incidences of that. However, we found the source of what bit the sheep and what's also biting the others in, the other neighboring village. The rats are a problem here as well. It turns out to be rats. They're actually infernal. There's an infernal disease going on. We're still trying to investigate, but we need help trying to find these crates because there's these tiny rat vials that they use to poison people and other things. So, it's a lot of information. It's fine.
I'll say go ahead and make a persuasion check regarding this.
Be mesmerized by my two colored eyes.
Exactly.
He's
Gotta
just
look
sitting there,
past
oh,
it.
you're going telling the whole story. All right.
It's a 1.
Yeah.
He's looking, and there's just a flood of information coming in. It's kind of hard to process a little bit. He's nodding along, and he's just like, so we need
Sure.
every
Yeah,
crate.
no, let's maybe Alistair, do you mind if I tag team in on this one? You did really good. It was all accurate. It was really good.
Yes.
All right. All her information was correct, but what we're trying to say is we found some evidence. The source of what's making everyone sick. And we would like maybe, I'm so sorry, Gideon Blanc. Is it Reginald? What's your name again?
Stuart.
Stuart, my fault. My Stuart, pleasure. Stuart, we just need you maybe to grab your captain, whatever the hierarchy is when you declare, like, hey, something's afoot. And we just wanted to help let you know, maybe get the crate, and then you could spread word to whoever's investigating it. Because we're thinking there's more crates here and more people sick. You remember all the people that are tired?
Yes, that's part of the reason that we're
Sure.
looking into all this, of course.
And then you remember the sheepies that kind of went rawr the other day? Right?
Yes.
What we found is going to make the tired people go what the sheepies did. I think is what she's trying to say.
But not for a while, probably. Most
Right.
likely.
But that's why we need you to help confiscate these things, and if you could bring whoever's in charge of the investigation there, then we can hand them off to you.
Okay, I'll still say go ahead and make a persuasion check with that.
The disadvantage or regular?
Regular, because you broke it down.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's okay. Good. That's gonna be a 17.
17. So he looks and he kind of nods along, having a little bit of experience with you all. He nods and just, well, in that case, he kind of just, he whistles over and just brings over another guard and says, inform General Greer of this. And he parses out the information. The other guard looks just as confused. He says, he just kind of looks like, yes, I know, it sounds ridiculous, but it's a lead. Inform Greer, and we'll get this all taken care of. Thank you. You say that you have, you are currently in possession of one of these crates.
Yes. Well, our partners are. Yeah.
Okay, and they're
Keep a Highmoon. That'll be a really good one for this one. Sorry, my mind's going in 100 different places. A newspaper article, Trouble at High Noon in Highmoon, right?
Right. So I guess I'll come with you, and we can take this evidence back to one General Greer.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. So,
can I do one small little insight to see, is there any recognition of crate with this guy, of like, he's not in on this, right? Like that kind of vibe?
Oh, yeah.
I like it. Go ahead and make an insight check.
I'm not trying to be Avum-like, but just...
No. This is...
For D&D players, we're all suspicious.
Yeah, right.
D&D players, and there's a helpful guard. Suspicious.
That's weird.
He's too helpful.
12.
12. Seems to just be a guard that's doing the best that he can in a very unusual circumstance.
Just when he said, take it into my hands, that's the only reason he's like,
right.
Necessarily, I just want you to, inform the right people, but yeah, okay. Yeah, exactly. And obviously we'll help, make sure it stays safe until you guys get in good hands.
Of course. So, while you are taking care of that, I'll say, Rosa and Zaven, as you are currently looking over this crate, what are you all doing while you're watching over it?
So I'm definitely keeping close eye on it. Okay. If I can, I want to, are these stopped up vials and everything?
Yeah, they all have very tiny little corks.
Okay. I want to grab one of the full ones and just kind of examine it a little bit and look at it.
Yeah, as you're examining it, pardon me, you're looking over, it appears to be like almost like clouds are circling around, where it's a dark liquid with elements of like blues and grays are swirling around in almost a tie-dye fashion, and you swear you see chemical reactions occur where almost like bits of lightning are striking across, but you're not sure if that's a charge or if that's actual lightning. It's very hard to tell, but there's definitely an intensity to these vials.
Is the half full one similar? Like if I pick up one of those to kind of compare differences,
Yeah,
does it look different?
the half full ones are. This is what's most curious. Normally when you have a liquid, it's like there are some differences when it's a little half full and there's little bits of residue, and there are some bits of that, but not a ton. And it looks exactly the same, just half full. So it looks like some of it was used, but it weirdly seems to almost morphed into looking as though it were completely full, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like congealed, basically. Yeah.
Like, I would probably be, like, kind of looking if he's, like, letting me look too. But if my spell's still going, is there anything more I can glean from the disease itself?
Let's see.
And now that we have a full one too, maybe you can get more.
Yeah, that's kind of... Because, yeah, it says you can identify the kind of poisonous creature, or the disease in each case.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure if there's anything else I could find with that.
Yeah, so as you're currently investigating this, it definitely looks like you're detecting more about this disease. And this disease is certainly created by arcane means with a little bit of infernal magic. So this is not a natural disease. And it is definitely has the tinge of the hells. As mentioned last week, you're even able to tell that there are elements that imposes an infernal curse upon someone to transform into a demon of sorts, a low-level one. So the disease imparts the curse upon the person, and so on and so forth.
So it's almost like a step-by-step thing of
Yes.
you get infected with the disease, and the disease is the carrier of the curse.
Yes.
Okay. That sounds good. That's a good distinction.
Yes. That's a good way to parse it.
Okay. Yeah, so she just says, it kind of seems like first the disease would infect the person, and then when you get the disease, then it gives you a curse. It's like a two-part thing, not just one.
I see. I'm gonna just tell her I'm going to take one of these vials and put it in my pocket just in case we need a separate one for a different purpose. So I'll just like go inside my cloak and put it on the inside there to keep it safe.
Can you wrap it up or something? So
yeah, I'll put it in there nicely. I'll put it in there very gingerly to make sure it doesn't open up to inside the pocket. Wrap it up so the cork stays in, all that kind of stuff.
Sounds good. She's very much like watching to make sure too.
Yes. Very intentionally wrapping things up, putting it all together, and in the pocket.
Do laundry, he gets cursed.
Yeah. He forgets.
Just like
everybody else in the laundromat.
Cloak.
Just hangs his cloak out to dry, breaks it. No!
There's like lightning bolts like zapping across the fabric of his cloak because he left it in the wash and it stained the whole thing.
Oops.
Wasn't it episode 2 as well that Adek grabbed a vial of stuff?
Yeah,
I got malice. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's our goal? Let's go.
Don't go to a public laundromat. It's all over after that.
Okay, yeah, that probably would be good in case something else happens.
Just in case we need it, perhaps we can pass it on to a second individual as well who may know more about this beyond the local guard.
Okay. Good job on talking to that person, by the way.
It is very sad what is happening to these people. I want to help them.
It's just it's kind of
And
hard
the
to talk
sheep.
to people. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of scary to talk to people sometimes, so good job.
Yes, I want to help people who may be worried or sad in any way I can.
Looks like you're already doing it.
If you have anything you are worried about or sad about as well, I'm willing to help you as well.
Oh, thanks. That's nice. Yeah, I mean, everyone has stuff, right? So it's okay.
It does seem you have things on your mind, but you do not have to tell me now if you do not want to.
She like looks at like the alley, the rat crate, and she's like, yeah, I would probably talk to you about it at some point, maybe.
I apostolize if I'm making you uncomfortable.
Apologize?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. You're not making me uncomfortable. I just, I don't know. I haven't been around people I don't know really well, like in a long time. So I'm definitely off my game, if that makes sense.
Yes, it is interesting being around all new people.
Yeah, you must feel that too.
Yes.
Well, if you're sad or worried, you could talk to me too, if you want. But not right now, if you don't want to, because this crate is scary.
I'm glad she
Yes.
continued, but not right now.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna leave it as just not right now.
Perhaps later we can talk. Maybe you can read my book more. Find things that may
Sure.
be helpful.
Definitely.
Or tell me what is in it as well.
Yeah, sure. I can help you.
Read me a bedtime story.
No. Yeah, I can help you.
Yes, please.
So, as the conversation is starting to wrap up a little bit, you do start to hear the heavy footsteps of your companions along with the armored boots of one of the guards arriving. And as you eventually turn the corner, you do see that the familiar guard that you encountered the night prior, as he looks over and just says, your friends informed me of everything that's been going on. I had one of my compatriots go send a message to Greer regarding this. Is there anything else that you could provide intel on regarding anything that's been going on?
What else did you tell? Everything? You told him everything?
I tried to tell him everything, but I think it came out a little too...
Why don't you
Fast.
give it another shot now that we've kind of eased our way into the conversation now?
All right, come look at these little
Um,
tiny rat files.
Yeah, so here's the vials.
But don't touch it.
We found some imps at the farm.
Oops.
Like demonic ones. They disguise themselves as rats. And they're using these vials to inject it into people and animals. To infect them with a disease. That disease brings an infernal curse.
And then bam,
Which is
leave
what
her.
is transforming them.
Okay, I'm not going to pretend to understand what those words mean, but I understand this. But I can understand the severity of it.
It's pretty bad, yeah. I'm hoping that if we have we have samples of this now, that means that maybe there could be some sort of cure made or something. Because the people around here, they're sick too. They've been bitten by rats. I mean, it's in the area. There might be more of this hidden all over town. We found tons of vials hidden all over the farm.
Well, I do know that Nell is expecting, and even the Leaves of Learning are expecting some hunter-gatherers to be arriving tomorrow with a potential curse. Apparently, they work close by with a clan of lycanthropes in a forest nearby here, so seems that maybe people who are cursed can maybe help a curse. I don't know, but regardless, I don't know. But regardless, I know they're supposed to be coming in tomorrow. So maybe this can assist. The people coming in are decent healers, so
That might be able to help. Then hopefully keep your fingers crossed.
Do you have anyone in your guard ranks that can do spell casting, like detecting poisons or diseases sort of thing?
unfortunately nothing within the ranks. But now that we know it's something infernal, the paladins of Bahamut will be far more useful.
Yeah,
Since
because that's how I've been finding them, is that. So if you want to pass that on too.
yes, that was passed on to my sergeants. Greer will most likely make sure that is getting out to the various orders, but I imagine he'll probably want to see some of this. How many were in there by your count?
20?
There was there.
It
Yeah,
was
we just say
somewhere
20.
around
I
there. We
forgot
didn't
now.
we didn't do
Yeah,
an exact count. It was more of an estimate, I believe.
About 20?
Yeah.
About.
Yeah, like 19 or 20, yeah.
Okay.
19 probably more.
Okay. So, I'll say no. He wouldn't really have any. He wouldn't have really any reason to mistrust you guys. You guys have been truthful so far. So,
He didn't caught the stance on a 19. Thought that was interesting. So
Yeah.
I'll put it that way.
yeah. So he has really no reason to mistrust you. You guys have been fairly truthful up to this point. So, with that, as you are looking at this, all right. Well, maybe will you be able to try and assist me in getting this to Greer's potentially for assistance?
Oh, yeah. Hey, I actually have a question. I thought Greer wasn't in town and he was coming in.
No,
Yeah.
he's been in town the whole time.
Okay.
Really?
Margaret and I were
Yeah.
talking, we were all confused about where he has been.
Yeah.
I thought he was coming in, and that's why they were saying we could get a word into him later or something.
No, he was in town.
Okay.
The whole time. It's just at the time it was rather late, so they were passing on messages.
Did he just come into town?
He just came into town. He is
that must
fairly
have
new
been
in
what it
town.
was.
Yeah.
And I think we were all just talking about looking at stuff before. We have nothing to present either. So
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, but yeah, we can help if you want.
Excellent. Excuse me.
you haven't felt a stinging in your neck there, Stuart, have you?
No, I'm quite all right.
Okay, good.
So as you are currently running around getting that to the area, go ahead and make perception checks for me.
9.
23.
9, 23,
19.
19,
19.
19.
Twins!
Okay. So as you are currently making your way through the various courtyards of Highmoon, people are definitely watching you all because it's very curious to see a crate and a group of people with a guard walking on through. And eventually, yep.
I was gonna say, at this point, if he sees people watching, he's just gonna take out a lute or like a lyre sort of thing and just start playing music, just like almost like a very jaunty, like enough just to like calm people down a little bit if needed, or just be like, all right, whatever, that kind of thing.
Yeah. So as you are making your way through the courtyard and eventually to the barracks area where the military and guards are stationed, Stuart looks to you all and says, well, at this point, if you all wish, we can go up, present this to Greer, and present your case. He might be able to provide more information regarding this. Or I can go up with that and you can carry on your very way. It is entirely up to you.
Did we want to check out any more crates around in case? I don't know if it might be a little smarter to try to find more and collect them. Because the rats might be doing their shifty business.
I mean, it's been at it for a while, so...
It's going to take
True.
more than one night for them, hopefully. Because there's no marking on their neck or chest yet. So if they say, help is going to be coming tomorrow, either we can look a little later tonight around for some more. Hopefully everyone else will be able to find the rest.
I mean, it's probably better since we're the ones that found it, if he has any questions,
I agree.
It's fair.
We can look around later if need be.
Didn't they say that they cannot find these, though, without you? We could get these off the streets if we go and clean up today.
Well, the paladins can do it. They know how to do it.
Oh.
Are they doing it?
I mean, we'll tell him
No.
right now, and I'm sure he'll send them out to do it.
Okay.
And as a reminder, the guard that you're with, Stuart, did send one of his sergeants ahead of you to inform Greer as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it should actually more people would probably be able to spread out and get it done faster.
Okay.
All right. I mean, if that works, I guess we can tell this general guy stuff.
Yeah.
We can talk.
Yep.
Okay.
No need for us to, be the only ones doing it. We'll make sure the right authorities are on the case and we can aid them however they best feel.
So, with that, Stuart gives a little bit of a nod and then helps with the crate as you go on inside, clearing paths as you make your way into the guard barracks, going up the various staircases into the upper levels, and eventually getting to the room as there's a slight knock. You just hear a bellowing, "Enter." And as you enter into the room, the door slightly creaks and you find an office with bookshelves behind a desk. They are scattered and cluttered, seem to be placed there in various patterns, not really clearly positioned. The desk is scattered with papers, and as light seeps through the window, this office seems to be rather hastily makeshift in its nature. Behind the desk is a tan-skinned elf with towering in height, short-cut blonde hair. He is wearing plated armor and a symbol of Bahamut, so the platinum dragon is around his neck. He looks up to you all and just, "Sergeant Stewart, I thank you for... I take it that these are the individuals that have been assisting us?" Stewart gives a nod. "Excellent. I guess you can leave the crate, and you all, Pleased to finally make your acquaintance. I've been hearing so much about your work within the past day.
Hopefully, it's all good things.
Thanks.
Well,
Good high noon and high moon.
I have not heard that one before, but
It's a good
Catching
phrase.
on.
You guys should
He
really,
said
you
it.
know.
And I point
No,
to
it's all him, man. Please.
it is his idea.
Guilty as charged, I guess.
You
Hey,
get-
it's just a rhyme, you know, makes people smile a little bit, you know.
of course. But with that, I believe that we have some things to go over. And that's where we're going to take a break. as you all have entered into General Greer's office, you stand before him at the desk with all the desk just covered in messy sheets of paper. He stands before you again, this tall elven man, tan skin, short-cut blonde hair. Real quick, regarding everything that you have been doing and everything that I have heard, I was informed of the most recent development regarding these vials, as they were. Am I understanding that properly?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
I'm guessing we would have brought up the crate,
Yes.
or brought up Evans, or someone would have.
Stuart brought up the crate with you all and dropped it and basically left it at your guys' feet before he was dismissed by Greer.
Go ahead and kind of bring it up and present it. Rosa here can explain a little bit more of how she found them, but
Rosa looks nervous.
unless Rosa wants one of us to.
I mean, I can if you need me to. Just easier.
Uh,
I look at Gideon.
So yeah, no, collectively, we just wanted to help, of course, the sheepies and the poor druid that came in. But long story short, everything you've heard is correct, and we decided to go and chase down the source. We figured the farm would be a good place to look, and between our concerted efforts and Rosa's here's ping, she was able to determine it seems to be a bit of a disease. And then when she found, go ahead.
Well, I knew something after you guys left.
Sure. Okay.
Disease, it'll infect the people first, and then the infection will carry an infernal curse. So it's almost like a two-step sickness.
Interesting.
Why did you say dance?
Things like that are rare by my understanding, but that is indeed handy. I'm already trying to dispatch a unit of paladins to go ahead and look around, to go with some guards, so that way to not look too suspicious or alert anybody in the area. So
Perfect.
that is good to know.
The second part of that, though, and it kind of goes with what she just said, so we also were able to identify it. And so this is not a natural occurring thing. This is natural disease and the infernal curse, but it's well, I don't know if synthetic's a word in this room, but it's more of a controlled.
It's an arcane creation.
Arcane creation. Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
He kind of sits down for a second. Well, that definitely helps with things. And he looks over at the crate. And I'm assuming that there are more than just empty vials in that. Is that correct?
Yeah, there's full ones, half full ones too.
Excellent.
On the farm, when we were looking into it, we kind of wonder if that was the first place, like a test. But they were left in bags of 3 vials all throughout the farm. And the rats would still carry them, like, here I think is happening too. I don't know if 3 has any significance for like an infernal thing.
Not that I'm aware of. It's possible that whatever thing they were carrying, that was maybe the max that they could hold.
Yeah, maybe.
3 has always had much of a religious stance, both in infernal and divine.
It's possible. But, that is most curious to know, and it definitely would explain the erratic nature of this illness spreading, that it's not necessarily starting in one position and then growing outward, but has been rather sporadic, targeting both rich and poor alike. Curious.
Maybe it's whoever can withstand the disease gets away. And people that fall ill to the disease are the ones that get cursed.
Possibly.
Like if some people's bodies can fight off the disease. Okay, I don't really know though.
Well, the fact of the matter remains that we know more now because of your work and what you all have been doing than we did days prior. We have been searching high and low for things of this nature, and if these creatures are working this, then, well, either A, they're more crafty than we would give them credit, or they're working with someone to help them organize.
We did find
exactly.
a boot print near the crate. Alize did, anyway. Or she was looking at it more.
Well, any further descriptions of this boot print, or any other things that you'd found out about it?
Sure.
Well,
Oh, right.
is apparently probably a male of average height.
Okay.
How tall is General Greer, by the way?
Greer is well in the 6 foot range. 6'4", 6'5".
He checks out people. He checks out.
Average height.
Oh.
then?
Yeah.
Whatever the
yeah.
average height for a human is, I'm not really sure. But
For short.
Well, in that case, he looks at the illusion you're casting. Go ahead and make a charisma check with advantage.
Charisma?
Yep. Since that's your
yeah.
casting mod.
Casting. Right. Thank you for the advantage. 22.
22? All right. As he's kind of studying it, he's going to go ahead and... Well, it doesn't appear to be an armored boot.
Nothing of the militia here.
Nothing that's... Well, nothing that I can necessarily tell or... with this as an illusion. A mighty good one, mind you, but... doesn't seem to be... have a heavy footfall of a guard, as far as I can tell. But again, going off of what's presented before me, rather than seeing it from my own two eyes. So average height, male, possibly human. Doesn't necessarily narrow things down, but does at least give us an idea that there is someone else behind this.
Yeah. Did and Nell we told Nell a bunch of things too. Did she tell you everything?
Yes, in fact, she sent word regarding it. He holds up a piece of parchment and says, I was actually getting ready to send her a letter in case you all went out to go ahead and meet with her first. But since you all have met here, I guess I'll just go ahead and get it taken care of. He presents 4 little small pouches. There's a little bit of a reward for everything that you all have been doing for us. 5 gold pieces apiece.
Oh, thank you.
Well, that's mighty fine of you all.
thank you very much.
I think it is the
We're
least
just
that
trying to help.
Absolutely. I think it is the least that we can do to provide our thanks, even though this is all not necessarily over.
We're still looking.
Do you have any other possible leads as to what you might be encountering or thinking of doing tonight or down the road?
Nope. Just keep doing this.
Yeah, I'm not sure because it seems like it's all over town. But if you're able, like your paladins are able to get rid of it, and then, well, wasn't Nell was saying there was some people coming in that might be able to find some sort of cure?
Yes, we have hunter-gatherers that typically go within the various forests of Cormanthor and Archwood, nearby forests, within about a day, give or take, walk. They come by every once in a while. They're typically pretty good healers. They have good relations with the lycanthropes nearby, who are also excellent healers. So hopefully they're able to provide some sort of a cure or remedy of some sort, is what we're hoping.
Yeah, I was going to double back on that. Lycanthropes around here?
The werewolves?
Yes, we do have a group of werewolves nearby in the Archwood. They keep to their forests, and we don't necessarily encroach on their forests, and we respect the boundaries. And these hunter-gatherers are able to assist in making sure that those borders are respected.
But they're not overtly dangerous unless you go into their own.
They're not overtly dangerous unless you provoke them, correct?
Just gonna say, I just want to put that. I was quite impressed that your guard knew that word, even though he said he couldn't understand some of the words we were saying. So I was just wanted to put that out there. I was just kind of curious about that.
Well,
seems you guys have been talking about it much, so makes sense now.
Yes, absolutely. We work with them constantly. Their forest border is about a day and a half journeys away from here, so they're close by.
You know the name of their leader?
Let's see, 1 second here.
Sorry.
No.
Aru. Spelled with 3 O's.
Yes,
Awu,
they are.
yes.
The clan is known as the Black Blood clan. The leader typically changes rather consistently. I believe the most recent chief is known as Razorback.
That is a name. Sorry, my curiosity just takes it sometimes. Fantastic. In case, ever find myself stumbling across a lycanthrope. Name drop. You'd be surprised how many name drops can get you out of a situation. I digress.
He looks at you rather curiously with that, but yes, we do what we can. We respect each other's borders, and well, we hope that maybe their healers within them might have some sort of remedy.
Definitely going to be complicated if it's both natural and arcane.
Exactly. Now that we know that, we'll see if it's even usable.
Well, I think Rosie here might have stumbled upon your solution. If it's going to be a 2-step problem, it's going to be a 2-step solution.
Indeed. But then there's also the question of a lot of this falling into place too easily.
Oh, like it was too easy to find this?
Maybe. I don't know. Just trying to think of all the possible solutions, that there is a mastermind behind this.
That's true. It could be pretty diabolical.
Didn't you just say you had your people and guards looking for it and they didn't find anything, though?
Yes.
Okay.
Just thinking of all possible solutions here.
Well, to be fair, they might not have thought to look for a disease either at the time.
This is true.
There's a lot of things that look like a lot of things.
Okay, maybe I didn't pick up on that at first. So are you guys maybe thinking that there might be someone within the ranks that's stopping some information from getting up to the higher-ups?
Possibly, but we'll see what we can do about inquiring about this within the ranks. Have some of my paladins or maybe some clerics do some interrogation bits, see if maybe we find out more intel that way.
If I might be so humble to at least give a little bit of experience from the past, you don't need to take it or use it. Just it's a free advice. Anyways, interrogation sometimes gives you the answer you want to hear, not necessarily the truth all the time. What you could do, now that you're the one that's in charge of very specific information, if you digress different tales or versions of very minor details that might not necessarily change what they're looking for, but that you would be able to know when they come back to you, if it changes, you would be able to know who then told that information to other people, and might help you center down someone who might have morphed that information or shouldn't have known information that you know. It's a good way to out a mole, or a rat.
A rat.
You see, you fellas, I appreciate that.
Possible, but also with spells like Zone of Truth, can help reveal things as well.
You can
Depends on who
still
you
lie
talk
through
to.
those things. Just
I'm telling you,
saying.
there are some people that, you think they're like, told that you know they're guilty, but you cannot get a confession out of them. I'm telling you.
You know what? Let me give you a little bit of insider information. Just don't use it on the Fae. They'll twist the truth no matter what. Just saying. I'll tell the truth if I'm put under it, though.
Good to know.
Just free information.
Very well. So, with that, let's see. Well, as far as everything else is concerned, we have people coming in tomorrow. Hopefully this will be able to assist. We do thank you for that. And again, if you're able to uncover even further information about this, there will obviously be more reward for you. As far as all that is concerned, if you're able to uncover even potentially who might be behind this.
Well, it sounds like the four of us are pretty committed to making sure that the sheep are safe, and more importantly, the people of the town are safe. So until that's done, I think the four of us will be glad to wait around and help out as much as needed.
Perfect. I will let you know that also that we have been trying to get assistance from the region of Cormier, but any potential aid that would be coming in has seemed to have been either delayed or just not arrived. We haven't had any reports. We have reports of them obviously going by the border crossing, but they seem to have been disappeared within the Thunder Peak Mountains. We believe that maybe the Orc tribes may be involved with that, but our forces have been a little too preoccupied with dealings of this. We don't know why the Orc tribes would be doing that. They are more peaceful than anything. So, but they're the only possible explanation we have, as far as I know. But beyond that, I imagine more Liesel learning might be able to provide more intel or potential information. Nell might be able to assist. If you do try to seek out the Orc tribes, possibly see if you can bring someone else with you. Or if you're able to talk your way through that, that could be beneficial too.
Sorry, I don't know if I understand the connection between the Orc tribes and what's going on here.
That as well.
For the town.
I was trying to get stuff from Cormier, and apparently things have been disappearing. I don't know if there's a possible connection.
So you're saying maybe if something's going on, they might be like disrupting routes or something.
Which is unusual. They are normally not disruptive.
I'm just trying to say that while that's happening, they're being stretched thin. Why it's nice to have our help here as well.
Okay, that makes sense. Well, yeah, it already seems like how far away is that the Orc village?
That would probably be about a 3-day journey, give or take.
Oh, it's a while. Okay.
It's a while. It's in the Thunder Peaks.
Oh, okay. So if we did end up going that way, we'd probably want to make sure everything here is okay first.
Absolutely. So that was more just information on passing by.
Okay.
Gideon smiles a little bit, kind of like he's heard it before. I'll just put it out there to hope to get some help, but see, it's like, all right. General Greer, if you don't mind, I'm a little confused on just a hierarchy in this city. You came in from a different city, is that correct?
I came in from a different city as a bit of upon request. So.
And you control. I'm just not familiar with this.
I am an acting agent on behalf of. I'm an acting agent on behalf of the military in this dire circumstance.
From what town and what authority?
For me, I come from the region of Cormier, so But as far as authority, I act on that of Bahamut. I don't necessarily have allegiance to a city, town, or country.
Maybe the question is rephrased. Who asked you to come here, then?
Yes, the the main regent of the town, Ulath.
That's what I was trying to get to. Okay. Ah, right. And how does the regent of the town, yourself, and Lady Nell work together? Is it just more three prongs of a government sort of thing?
Nell is acting as she is the high priestess here. So because of that, we have connections there. In a way, I rank a little bit higher than her, so she answers to me. And with that, I answer to Ulath.
And do we know if there's like a mayor of the town that would then answer now to him?
Nope. Ulath is the authority.
He's like the mayor.
He is the lord.
Or the lord? Oh, okay.
Of this town or of this region?
Of this town. Because remember, the Dalelands are... this is actually a good time to explain it even for the audience. Dalelands are basically a confederacy. Each town is its own government. So here is a lordship, and it's run by Lord Ulath.
And
So
we're
then
in Boromir?
You're in the Dalelands.
And Cormier's the neighboring,
Is the neighboring
country. So, and then it seems like Greer, since he belongs to the Church of Bahamut.
Yes.
But, so, like, if he went, like, so whoever he goes to help, he'll answer to that specific town's lord.
Yes.
Because they are the governing authority of that town.
Yes.
Okay. That makes sense.
Cool.
Also, I had a question. I did not write this in my notes.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
so sorry. Where did Amethyst say that Rosa's sister was? Was she in Cormier, like with the Harpers, or was that a different?
She stated that she was in a town within Cormier. Yes.
In Cormier. Okay.
Yeah.
She just didn't say where. Okay. Sounds good. I just wrote Ophelia's with the Harpers. I didn't say where.
Oh, yeah.
Very
She is
helpful,
located
Sean.
within Cormier.
I'm trying to write all my notes too, with the known fact of I do not know any of the information that Rosa has. So there's a lot of questions I have to try and connect the two, and I'm like, I cannot ask those questions.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
And one last question for Michael. So
Yes.
Ulath is Highmoon's
Lord.
lord, and the Dalelands, do they have a bit of a confederacy leader at all?
Not really. They
Okay.
kind of do, but kind of don't. It waxes and wanes through the different regions. There is technically like the Dalelands Compact, more or less, but that's like
Okay.
a
So it's-
loose.
I hate to say it, but it's like the UK. The UK could be the Dalelands, but each country has its own leader.
Yeah,
in a way.
basically.
Loosely. Okay.
Yeah.
My brain just wasn't comprehending like whose authority Greer
Yeah.
is coming in. Okay, cool.
Yeah, the Dalelands gets very weird because each town and city, and even Hamlet is technically its own government.
Okay. And there's no like overall king or lord
No.
that's overall this region. Okay, cool. They're all free people, and Ulath is in charge of this area. Sweet. Thank you.
Yep.
I forgot what we were going to talk about before we established the government.
It was the missing orcs, and then if we were going to do anything more, I think in here.
Oh, here, like research and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess tomorrow, could we check in with some of the guards and see how the search went? And then I guess we could research or something.
Absolutely. As far as I'm concerned, you have free reign to be able to assist the guards in whatever manner that makes the most sense. As long as it's not disrupting or gets in the way of the investigations. But as far as everything that I've known and seen, you all do not get in the way of that. You've been assisting.
I will say I'm a little worried. Kind of a two-part. One, we might even want to help the search tonight, but I'm kind of curious. Whoever's aiding or planning this with the imps, if whoever's feeling like they've been discovered, I could see the imps attacking or someone else attacking.
Oh, tonight,
And
you mean?
yeah, I would say we should be on alert, personally.
We could.
Yeah. They're vicious.
Just to go and give aid if something does happen to guards or the people somewhere. And I don't know. I just have a bad feeling. But in general, we'll probably go rest up for a little bit and be ready for the night and for the day, unless there's anything you could use us for.
Currently, I think everything has been just fine. Whatever you do tonight, that is quite all right. But just anything you could do to assist would be great.
We'll be at the tavern.
Rising
If you need
Moon.
to. Yes, that one. If you need us. So please send someone if anything does occur. Who
Absolutely.
knows? We
You around?
might check
Absolutely.
in with Lady Nell as well.
Excellent. So until you have anything further to report, I think this concludes our little meeting. I look forward to hearing more information from you all.
Thanks.
And if you do find any suspects, be more than happy to come over and recreate the illusion if you want to match up some boots. Just putting that out there.
Good to know. I'll see what I can do.
Gideon will stand up and kind of give like a half bow and fix his shawl and kind of do a bit of a fancy turn.
Okay, Agatha.
Very much so. It's a bit of a presentation to make sure he's noticed when he
Yeah.
comes in and out of a room.
Rosa visibly, ever since Gideon mentioned something like, oh, like we might have triggered something, she visibly looks like a lot more anxious and leaves far less confident than when she walked into the room.
You look a little pale.
Yeah.
Cool.
We'll start
Yeah,
just
go.
walking out.
Okay.
Gideon will just start heading towards the tavern unless you guys, someone pipes up and
I would think.
mentions a different thing. Unless you guys want to check out Lady Nell and see if she's got any other information, but sounds like they're coordinating it pretty well.
Do we
I'll
want to
roll
be?
for something real quick.
Okay.
I will be back. I will meet you at the tavern.
Okay.
Do you need anybody to go with you? Are you good?
I should be fine. One of you can come if you would like.
I'll be more than happy to accompany you just to make sure nothing happens. We've been poking into some stuff and I hate for you to be left alone. I won't interfere, don't worry. You do your thing, I'll look the other way if need be.
Okay.
We're friends, right?
Yes.
Slaps him on the back. All right. We'll see you two fine ladies at the tavern.
Okay, thanks.
Have fun in your boys' club. Enjoy.
Is this a club?
Well, I guess it is now.
I was hoping he'd say that. That or wait, what's
Yes.
So yeah, from there, I will split off from the group
Mhm.
with Gideon, and I want to try to avoid paladins and get to the graveyard.
Okay. Honestly, since the graveyard is outside of town, it's pretty easy to get to the graveyard. But you do see that there are guards with at least one paladin. So there's a paladin, 2 guards flanking on either side. That seem to be starting to become a bit more present within the town, doing the various searching.
Yes. So I will avoid them, get to the graveyard.
Okay. And you get to the graveyard. It seems to be good to go. You see your friend out there, and he is just doing a general sweep through. He goes, "Ah, yes, Zaven. Oh, is this one of your friends?"
Yes, this is Gideon.
Gideon Blanc, pleasure to meet your acquaintance.
It's absolutely great to see you.
So
This
what's your
is
name
Stuart.
again? Oh, Stuart. Okay, my name's
Yes.
Stuart's in this town.
Yes, it's
Pleasure.
really strange. But regardless,
I've heard good things about you. I'm glad you've been taking care of our friend here.
yes, he mentioned that you had you had a friend, so it was great to see you.
You were talking about us as well. Well then, fantastic.
Well,
All right, let's go.
All right then. I'm just here for the ride.
most excellent. With that, Stuart then turns around and keeps on walking, doing his own thing.
From there, I'm going to find a spot probably in the graveyard a little more isolated and out. Maybe even like if there was like a brick fence lining it or something. Something like that.
Yeah.
And what I would like to do is use my proficiency with Mason's tools to maybe like pop out one of the bricks in this fence or some sort of structure like near the back of the graveyard.
Mhm.
And I'm going to put in the vial from my pocket into behind there and like slide it in kind of slowly, just so I don't have it on me while we're in the city.
Smart.
Perfect. So, as you go and do so again with your Mason's tools, you're much more easily able to go ahead and carve out a little bit of the binding agent and able to pop out. So you do see one of the stones. This is not necessarily one of the bricks where you can you'll probably need to carve a little bit of a space to be able to go ahead and place it in.
Sure.
So
I'll just do whatever I need to do to make it so it
Yeah.
goes in there pretty nicely. It looks pretty smooth still. It's not really that noticeable.
yeah, I'll say just to see how not noticeable, go ahead and make a little bit of a sleight of hand check.
Sure. That would be a dirty 20.
Nice.
Okay, perfect. So Gideon, you see him kind of wedging in and placing it down.
If it's far back, Gideon actually kind of sees where he's going and seems really uncomfortable walking into the graveyard. And assuming that he's still within eyesight, Gideon's actually probably going to stay at outside of the graveyard, at the entrance, and find a seat and a rock to sit on. And he kind of just seems a little uncomfortable, and he'll take out his lute again, and he starts kind of plucking some music, and it's a very similar tune from before, but in a very minor key. So the whole time you're doing your thing, he's just out there, and just as long as he's able to keep an eye on you.
I'm going
So he
to
has kind of
roll
no
to
clue
see
what
if
you're
I
doing.
can. I'm gonna roll to see if I can pick up on your discomfort. You can tell me if I do or not.
Yeah.
So insight would be a 21 that I rolled for that. Okay.
It's a very obvious discomfort and a very somber sadness. When he's looking at the graves and stuff.
So once I'm done, I don't know if my passive sneak, I can passively sneak up to him. I'm not trying to sneak up to him, but just I don't think he noticed me with my passive walking. Just sometimes you don't notice people walk into the room. But
Mark's really channeling himself here.
yes,
you're doing. I don't think anyone would know that movie, but there's a movie, Kings of Summer, where this kid just randomly appears all the time. He's one of my favorite characters from that movie. But anyway, so with your passive stealth, because that technically is a thing,
Just have light steps. I don't know.
Light steps. It's not going to be an all the time thing. I'll just say that. I'll say real quick. Gideon, what's your passive perception?
Oh, it's 10. He's not singing.
Yeah, no, you don't see it because you're also just so focused on the loot
Yeah.
and all that, and with all the emotions, it even makes sense that suddenly you look up
I was gonna
Zaven's.
say, when
Yeah.
you're walking up, he'd be so in the song, you start hearing like him mumbling like these words and almost like putting words to the song. And it's you just start hearing once vibrant red, now ghostly gray, a tale of hope now told. In the garden where dreams decay, where warmth now. He's just kind of said that now turns gold. Yeah, that could work. And he starts singing like that verse over again.
So what I would do as I hear him playing music and kind of approach closely, I have a flute that I'm going to pull out and kind of start to play along with him as I approach. So
Perfect.
just kind of matching his song, and then I'll come like sit next to him on the rock, just play with him.
It's like a good couple minutes before he even like notices, and he'll stop for a second. Oh, I'm sorry. That was. How long have you been playing with me?
Just a short time. Keep going.
He's not singing, but he'll continue playing that same tune and kind of letting you play along, and you actually see him really enjoy it.
When the song ends, Zaven or Resvin would just look over. Do you not like graveyards?
Is that obvious? I don't really like death.
Why is that?
Too much of a friend, I guess.
You are a friend with death?
That's a bad phrase. No, I'm definitely not a friend of death, though I've met it before. I've been around it too much.
When you say you have met death, does that mean you have died?
Very astute. I have. I think.
How long ago was it?
DM. Been a while, right?
It's been a while.
He kind of looks. I'll be honest, I don't even remember. It's been quite some decades.
How old are you now?
Well, let me go ahead and pull that up. I believe I'm 67. Hold, please.
You're good.
I thought I had that already, and I
You're
need to
good,
post that in a second. I'm gonna say 67 for now. I think it's there it is. 67 more, give or take some. That's in ASMR years, of course, but
Is that different?
it is from a human typically. It's a little longer, but roughly the same, just stretched out a bit. And I'm sure you elves live even longer.
Do you mind if I ask how you died?
That's a story, but remember when I said I don't do well fighting. And I can't control things very well. It was a time that I lost control and couldn't stop myself. And essentially killed myself almost. It's hard to explain. There's a surge that can come out of me as an ASMR and burns everyone around me, including myself.
Is the scar on your chest from that moment?
Yes, it is. The scar on your chest plate. You didn't die yourself, have you?
I have not died. This is from the first person I saw when I arrived here. They were dead on the side of the road. I used their items and buried them along the road.
So you have met death as well, in a way.
I have seen much in the ways of death.
That book of yours is something special. I figured as much.
My hope is to be a master in the way of using death for good.
I don't know if when you use the word hope, you notice now that it's sitting there, like still kind of plucking. He's got hope tattooed on his hand, on his fingers. Well, I think you're going to be a mighty fine helper. You seem to care, and that's what matters.
I think you are a mighty fine person as well.
Thank you. That means a lot. You ready to go back?
I am if you are.
I'm ready.
Thank you for playing with me.
Thank you. I didn't know you played a musical instrument. Is that all you play?
Yes, I have just this flute.
Would you be interested in playing anything else?
If you are willing to teach me, I would like to learn.
He reaches in and pulls out, let's see what one, a block that has like different strings and just like little pins on the end. This is called a dulcimer. It's a simpler version of my lyre. I'll teach you how to play this, and you'll be able to find the same notes and do it this way as well. I think it would match your hauntingly beautiful aesthetic.
Thank you.
Thank you. And if you have any more questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them to an extent. A little bit of it is painful memories that I don't like talking about, but you've been very kind.
Let's just nod.
So you done here?
Yes.
Alright, let's go back. Let's start walking.
Alright.
And he starts whistling the same tune, but it's not minor anymore. Back to like that jovial
So
But it's still the same tune.
perfect. As you are walking back, Alize and Rosa, you are making your way to the tavern, waiting for your compatriots to meet back up with you for potentially any other intel or information you all can provide. Anything you all do while waiting at all?
I think Alize is just really like keeping an eye out for rats and just like looking at if there's any town guards who seem to be looking. Also, just kind of like, okay, they're doing their jobs and like, that kind of stuff.
You. Mark sent me this gif. I have to send it.
Oh no.
We love breaking.
Oh, why did
it's
it
the,
feel like a video?
So
Oh.
for those wondering, it was a gif of from Army of Darkness where one of the skeletons is playing the bone flute.
I did
So-
not expect to see that in my messages. It killed me.
So-
Oh my god.
Yeah. So for those wondering what it is, I may or may not have the gif pulled up on screen. It depends upon how lazy I'm feeling. So
We love good
Sorry,
gifts.
keep going. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry.
you're good. So with that, so you are looking for just generally anything out of the ordinary, more or less, correct?
Well, she's so like because we found one camera. I feel like it's like The Office when it just zooms
Yep.
in on.
I think about that every time.
It's
I
The
always think
Office,
about
it's
that.
Oblivion, it's all that good stuff.
I just imagine
It's
Jim.
even better because I
every
looked
time.
and it just.
So anyway,
So she's looking for any rats. Oh, okay, bye.
Of course, really.
She's looking.
what is tonight?
I don't know what is happening.
What is this night?
And my camera just did a little.
Yeah. Anyway, so we'll get so
Anyways, so she's gonna be looking for rats. She's going to be looking for, don't rhyme, guards, and like, because we were in an alleyway.
Mhm.
As we're passing, is it like, oh, okay, there's some people there, like guards.
Yeah.
So rats and guards, I guess.
All right, go ahead and make
They're
a
not
perception.
synonymous in this campaign.
No, they're not. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay.
I'll also be looking out, although she seems
17.
far more paranoid
17?
about it.
Yeah.
21.
21. All right. So 17 and 21. As you're looking, you find a similar scenario that Gideon and Zaven had, where those that are looking out are basically in groups of 3, with the paladin at the front, 2 guards flanking. Usually the paladins are pretty noticeable because they're usually a little more heavily armored and wearing a holy symbol around their neck. Pardon me. And beyond that, as far as rats are concerned, you do see some, but they seem to be fairly normal. And as you're looking, you do see that the paladins and guards are definitely looking and finding the various crates. What's happening?
I choked on cinnamon in my drink. It's fine.
Just checking
I
if she's
breathed
good.
in.
Okay,
Sorry.
you're good. I was just like,
I was listening the whole time.
it's
okay.
fine. It's fine. I was like, my table's breaking. What's going on? So
Okay.
They are clearly doing their jobs right now.
basic, more or less, is what they're doing their jobs. They are looking out exactly for all the details that you all specified and using various senses to try and weed out this threat.
I
Okay.
got so annoyed with me telling all the guards that they're so bad that he made them super adequate in this game.
I mean, if they're
Not
handing out
this
time bullets,
time!
no.
Yeah. We'll not have you insult them again. Does anyone look like annoyed that this is happening, or like
What is happening right now? What?
I like the green.
I don't even understand.
Why is my camera being affected by this?
What is happening?
Twins, Mike. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
It's fine, guys.
Is it?
It's fine. It's
He's not in the scene. He can be a green square.
it could be a green square. But anyway,
I'm gonna swear.
so
Mike wants to steal a spotlight. He's really jealous that it's not
Look,
his
I'm
scene,
sorry.
so he's
I had
trying.
a nice little moment, and now no one's talking about me.
exactly. So yeah. So as you are again walking, you find that they are relatively doing their jobs. Nothing really out of the ordinary in that regard.
Does anyone
Okay.
seem like
Annoyed.
annoyed or like they're I don't know, like kind of alarmed that this is happening in a like suspicious way?
Yeah, go ahead and make an insight check.
It's actually a great point.
What is my insight? Oh, it's great. 23.
23. Very good. You just see a lot of people, merchants and things of the like, are watching with a curious eye, and various locals are concerned that with the increased activity suddenly. As far as anyone else is concerned, I'm gonna need you to make a perception check.
Oh, you want me to make a perception check?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Wow. Oh, that's a 10. Just kidding. I thought I rolled another 18. I was like, holy crap. But 15.
15. So, as you are looking around, you swear you think you saw someone in an alleyway, but then you blink and there's no one there. So maybe it was just maybe you were just seeing things. Maybe it was just one of the guards, but you're not necessarily sure.
Is it somewhere close? Like, did it look like they were standing out looking, or did it look like they were just doing something?
It's hard to tell. Looks like they might have been looking, or might have just been finishing up doing something, but you're not necessarily sure.
Okay. Is it like across this? Like, is it close to us, or?
It's in one of the alleyways that's kind of like across the street from you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll just like stop for a minute and like look for a long time, and just kind of like tug on Alize's sleeve. Like, can we look in? Just like peek in the alley. I don't want to go in there.
Yeah, we can take a peek.
So I literally like I don't even go in, but I just like want to like peek around the corner like very timidly and just like see if I see anything of note.
All right. Go ahead and make perception checks.
22.
18.
18. You don't really see anything of note. Seems to be pretty empty at this point. There are still some trash in the alleyway, but that seems to be pretty normal. Though people cleaning things up might take care of it soon. You're not sure.
Okay. I thought I saw someone, but whatever.
I really wish we could just get the bird's eye view, but we can't do that right now. Is there any way that like you could like get to like the rooftops fairly easily, or from like where we are?
You can
Right now?
you can certainly try climbing some of the stonework. Some of it is not the most flush, so you can certainly try like Assassin's Creed style climbing up the wall.
Okay. She's gonna do that, and she's just gonna be like, actually, hold on. I may be able to.
Okay. Sounds good.
Just really quick. It'll be all right.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Okay.
I'm
yeah.
used to heights. I like them. We're all right.
Great. Okay. It's cool.
It's a +8, so 2 + 8.
10. Okay.
That's a little worse.
It wasn't a 1.
So, you're finding the grips on the wall is not the easiest thing to do. So it does take you a little bit of time to eventually climb up. Some of the guards do take notice, but again, they recognize that you're helping with the investigation. So they stop for a moment. They recognize who you are and then kind of carry on ever so slightly, but they are making note of what's going on here, it seems.
Okay.
So eventually you are able to make it up to the roof.
Yeah. All right. They're all, what kind of roof is it?
It's a thatched roof. So it's a thatched, like, slanted roof.
Okay. I feel confident and pretty light. All right. She's just going to kind of like do like a little like do perimeter thing and just like go like one side or I guess two sides and then come back kind of thing. And I guess she's being quiet, so
All right.
she's being stealthy.
Go ahead and make a stealth. Go ahead and make a stealth check, then a perception check.
Okay. It's gonna be stealth. Well, at least that dice did a little bit better. Stealth is a 22.
Okay.
And a perception is a 13.
Okay. All right. So as you are currently wandering about, taking a look at various things, the thatched roof is kind of creaking beneath your feet as you're slowly moving around. And as you're examining, you don't really see anyone or any trace of anyone being up here or potentially on any nearby roofs either.
Okay. No rats or anything?
No, no rats.
Okay. Okay. Alright. Well, how tall was it to scale?
It was about, I would say, like 8 feet.
Oh, okay, yeah. She's just gonna kind of. I'm not gonna do a flip, but I want to. But I'm not going to. She's just gonna kind of like, I guess just slip down it, just kind of like slide to her bum, and then just kind of floop.
Easily done. As you go down the slant of one of the roofs, it's a little easier to grab and then kind of drop yourself.
Okay. Cool. Well, I didn't see anything up there. I mean, you never know. Rats and stuff can climb.
Yeah, I mean, I saw like a person, but that is good that you went up there just to make sure. You're right, though. Rats could have probably gotten on the roof. That's
Yeah.
what you were saying? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, do you want to wait at the end for them?
Yeah, probably should. Although, I do feel like I know the paladins and everybody in the Bahamut party are doing this, but I do feel bad not taking it more in our own hands, or at least helping. But I don't really know what else we could be doing, you know?
Well, if what Gideon said was kind of in my head now, so being
Wait.
ready if something happens, I guess. You know, poke
True.
something.
Yeah. We just kind of have our eyes out. Wait, what was it exactly that he said that made you nervous?
Like we were getting too far and like figuring things out. So now whatever we were, you know, messing with their plans, now it made them mad. And so that always happens. It's when you interfere with someone like that, then they get mad and then they worse things happen and people get hurt and it just keeps going forever.
That's true. I once had to trace down a criminal who did that and eventually caught him, but it took like 2 years to track him down.
That's a long time.
Eventually I caught him. But
Well, that's good.
but they can be sneaky, and especially if they're rats or if they're disguised as something else. Maybe we just also keep an eye out, for the eyes.
I just think we have to be ready if something really bad happens.
There's other animals you can talk to, yeah? Maybe talk to, maybe we can find a cat or something. And because the cat's chasing the rats, right?
I mean, we could. I'm not as concerned about that as I am about whatever's controlling them, though, is what I mean.
Well, that's what I mean. I mean, maybe the cats or the dogs have a knack for this thing and watching out and being suspicious of people. And maybe they.
Yeah, I could ask if we find one. I just might need a second, though. This has been a lot. Can we just, sit down for, 5 minutes or something?
Yeah.
Potentially. And then I can keep... Yeah, okay.
She, puts her arm around and just kind of it's okay. It's all right. It's all right, lass. It's all right. You'll be all right.
Thanks. Okay, yeah, thanks. Thank you. Sorry.
No, I get it. I get it. I'm used to high stress situations, and it doesn't sound like you're used to it. So I'm very sorry.
Not very good at it. Yeah.
No, not that you're not good at it. You're just new.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Do you want to go sit down?
Yes.
Perfect.
We'll find some tea, sit down.
Yeah, so you're definitely able to find and order tea at the Rising Moon just fine. So, and at the end of that investigation, by the time the tea comes to Alize and Rosa, Gideon and Zaven, you're able to arrive. So tea is still fresh and hot.
Nothing but a nice warm tea at the end of the night. Even though Michael
It helps calm the nerves.
Is it night?
It's high night.
Really?
Rosa's pouring tea for both of you.
Thank you.
What kind?
It's green.
This is, I think, Alize would have probably used some of her own blend, which is probably like a lavender chamomile kind of to calm and soothe. There's some lemongrass maybe in it. Just, it's very light and florally, and there's, just for fun, I don't know, you can also nix this, but because it's Feywild, there's little shimmery kind of qualities to the little lavender sprigs that are in it. They're just a little bit more like a pinkish purple than a traditional lavender purple. They're just slightly different.
Question for you: how sweet or bitter is it?
It probably leans a touch sweet, but no, it's pretty neutral. It's not bitter at all.
Oh, this is real good. I see him reach for the sugar, and he adds a lot of sugar into it, and stirs it up. Oh, very good, very good.
Sweet tea.
Southern sweet tea, where you literally add
You did so much.
It's
it is thick
offensive
now.
to others, but yes, yeah. So, is everyone doing all right?
Relatively, I guess, under a stressful situation. We checked an alleyway, thought we saw something, but I don't think there was anything there. Check the rooftop. Nothing up there.
Just of the tavern or somewhere else?
It was
Oh,
off
just
to
as
the
we were
other
walking
side.
down.
Yeah.
Well, always keep your eyes out. Nothing to be too worried about. There's plenty of people around, though.
There are. But there's always spots that you miss in the sky. So that
True.
part sucks. But it's alright. There's enough eyes on the ground, I think.
So are we gonna like do you really wanna like be ready to like be awake tonight then if something happens? Like do you think something would happen tonight?
I mean, that could happen at any time. Is
Oh, you're right, it could happen at any time.
oh dear.
Oh no. Keep sipping. Keep sipping.
I see.
Keep sipping,
Is
lass.
this been going on a little bit? I'm sorry. No, you let your. I mean, don't totally relax, but like, don't also like freak out. I mean, you're gonna need your rest. Something could happen 2 days from now. Something could never happen. I mean, you're gonna make yourself go crazy if you start worrying like a wart on a pig's hind leg, trying to figure out when this is gonna happen.
Yeah, that's why I'm a bad adventurer, so that's never gonna end probably. Yeah, so it's like I don't know how to prepare for that though.
Make sure you're ready to fight something or go look into something if need be, and have a weapon always at your side.
I mean, I've met plenty more paranoid adventurers than you. But I always find it helpful to take turns staying up and, watches and all that.
Watches, yeah, that makes sense.
We can do that as well.
Yeah, it would probably be good.
So you have at least done watches before. Have you? What is your skill level at? As far, that's even. I don't know how to phrase this question. How experienced of an adventurer are you? Because I mean, you're giving me mixed signals.
Oh, sorry.
Don't be sorry. Just curious.
Well, I mean, I used to try it out, but I just didn't, it wasn't really my thing. So
Gotcha.
the whole like living secluded in the mountains is my thing. Not this. So, just, I'm just not great at it. And you sort of, because of this sort of thing, everyone's like, I mean, I know I'm freaking out. I know.
Well, let me ask you this: you took care of your sheep, right? Your shepherd.
Yeah.
Don't y'all have to be worried about
other
wolves coming in
farmers'
the night?
flocks. I didn't have my own flock.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe my. Okay. Well, you're the shepherd of other shepherds. Then is that more accurate?
Yeah, sort of.
All right. Well,
I helped with everything.
So, how would you go to sleep at night, worrying that maybe one of your own shepherds would have wolves come and attack their sheepies at night?
Oh well, I would prepare, I guess, for that.
But you go to sleep.
I mean, wolves
knowing it might not
are
happen.
one thing. Wolves are predictable. People that want to hurt other people are not predictable. Or they're
There's always
predictable
patterns,
that they're going to
everyone.
do something horrible, but it's usually like in a worse way than you think.
They're a
That's
lot
how
more
that
predictable
works.
than you think, but yeah, they're no different than a wolf. They're gonna strike when they strike. Sometimes we can find evidence of it beforehand. Sometimes we can't, but it's just about being ready to react.
Right. Yeah. I just don't want anyone to get hurt because we poked around in things too much. That's what I'm worried about.
I get that.
I think that's very fair, Rosa. But also, I think now that we have the town guard and the Bahamut paladins and everything, and that we can also be on guard too, taking the watches and stuff, I think that is probably the best way that we can probably mitigate. Because in this whole city, we can't be everywhere at all at once, can we? So I think what we can do is maybe coordinate with the guards after this and prepare watches, and maybe we can find somewhere to be stationed.
Okay.
Does that make you feel a little bit better?
I mean, if we can make sure everyone's safe, then it would be better, probably. I just hope we didn't make a bad decision or a mistake, I guess.
Rosa, I am scared too.
Sorry, it gets me. Sorry. Oh, you are? You don't look very scared.
Yes, I am scared.
What are you scared of?
As he's talking to you, he's picking at his left wrist. But,
Yeah, we can't see it, can we?
no,
I think
he's just
only
like,
Gideon saw it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like wrapped up underneath his sleeve, so he's like going through his sleeve right now with it, but yes. Things are unpredictable. And I am scared. But I think the people of the city are also scared. I want to try to help. And I think you can help too.
Yeah, I mean, I hope we can.
Do what we can until other help can come.
You know, for someone who sometimes doesn't speak up as much, you're very inspiring.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh. Thank you.
I mean, it does help to know that I'm not the only one that's like freaking out, even though you got a way better face than I do with it.
It's the mustache.
I think she was talking about Resident.
Resmond does not have a mustache.
No.
The break part. Don't worry.
Clarifier to the viewers.
Yeah, exactly.
None of them was
You're always going to find something to be scared of. I mean, I'm nervous for the people as well. I want to help them. But I've also learned in my various adventures and experiences in life that you can't always be there. And there's a certain limit when you overextend yourself that you realize it can lead to feeling more like a failure than you need to feel, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Very much so.
You just have to do the best you can. And I really think that if we finish this tea, really take it in, it'll help calm the nerves. I promise you.
Did you drug this tea with Feywild weirdness?
No.
Oh, that would have been a nap.
I mean, you did say like finish all the tea, and I know sometimes like you gotta finish it.
It helps.
Before it's...
I'm just saying
Yeah.
it helps.
Oh,
It's
okay.
one cup can just kind of calm the nerves. I always find it's soothing to my soul. I'm just trying to help. There's nothing weird in it, I promise. The lavender's strong for calming. That's all.
Okay.
We talk to the guards. We find a rotation that we can maybe stay with them. We take turns ourselves within our little group, maybe a 2 and 2, especially since most of us are of Elvish descent, and we have the ability to, skiv off, sleep for half the time. No offense, Gideon.
As atrociously a skill that I am jealous of.
And
Well, then should we sleep now so that we could be awake for the night, potentially?
There's no way to plan.
if you feel comfortable in doing that, sure.
What if they attack while we're trying to sleep?
Oh, don't.
And we never
fucking hide.
sleep. Just kidding.
No,
Just-
you can't do that. I
was
had a fellow
kidding.
party mate who tried to stay up days. Didn't work. We had to drug her. Put her to sleep. So don't do that.
So I did. Me asking the drug tea was a valid question.
No. It was
Yeah,
something
lavender does
different.
put people to sleep.
It was a
so,
spell. It was a sleep spell by another party member. Completely different sort of situation.
Let's just go to bed like
Right.
normal, and if people come find us, I mean, we're pretty central. We can help.
Yeah.
Someone stays on
We can
watch,
just
like you
let some of
said.
the
Okay.
town people know, or the guards, I should say.
Yeah, they know where we're at.
Mhm.
Let me ask you all though, 'cause you all seem like either you want to be on this path or you've been on it before. And you clearly all want to do good and help. What made you want to do that in this kind of life in the first place? Or chose to want to do it previously? What's the reason?
Like
Everyone has their own
Doing
reasons. What made you
the,
leave home?
the
and-
ranger thing.
Yeah, made you decide to be an adventurer to help, or just want to know what y'all's reasons are. Everyone has a reason. Otherwise, you'd go
Oh.
home. Adventuring sucks.
Well, at first I was bored, and I wanted to do something to prove to my grandparents that I could. And then I found that I enjoyed it, and then much later needed to support family and all that. So I kept having to do it, and I still enjoyed it after. So, I find enjoyment from it.
When you say
I've met a
much-
lot of people.
Much later. What do you mean by much later?
Well,
Husband's
I mean,
asking, like I'm
a couple
67.
hundred years.
So,
I already told
100?
you I'm in like my 4 or 5.
I wasn't paying
Hundreds.
attention. Good lord. I thought I was the old one here. I'm a young.
I'm nearly middle-aged for an elf.
Fair enough. What about you two?
Rosa doesn't look like she wants to answer.
So Resman will speak up then, seeing that you don't want to answer. I did not choose this life. I was sent here on a mission. One's life only lasts so long. Some long, some short, some very long, some very short. But I want to use my days to help.
So do you just have this blind faith in this one that sent you, or? I mean, why not? I mean, obviously you're a good person, but what keeps driving you from just giving it up and either going home or living a simple life?
In my group, we have a saying. Everyone experiences 2 deaths. The first is when your physical form is no more. The second is when no one remembers who you are. My hope is to prolong my lifespan as much as possible in both regards.
I like that.
That's a really true
Sweet
thing.
sentiment. Mhm.
Most people are very prideful of that. You don't Give me the type that pride drives you for more humility. It's a good thing. Well, I'd like to meet your group someday, if that's possible.
Yes, that would be good.
I think that's a noble cause.
One last side eye to Rosa. He doesn't say anything to push it because he recognizes the look of, I don't want to say anything.
She just kind of, it seemed like she needed a second to think about it, and she wanted to hear everyone else's answers first. But she does just say, I mean, I feel like I was helping people just fine in my village. The only reason I'm really here is because I'm trying to get them back. So.
Did they go somewhere then?
She told you last session that they disappeared.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was still.
Oh, no. Yeah. You guys know.
I was trying not to meta.
No, you're totally fine. Yeah, I
Remember.
figured. Yeah.
No, you're good. They went poof.
Yeah.
Well. I think that's probably one of the noblest of all. Trying to find them.
Yeah, I'm responsible. They're my people, you know. I'm responsible for them. So if I have to be really uncomfortable trying to figure it out, I can do that. It's just not my thing. I don't think it ever will be.
So, I mean, you keep saying they disappeared. I mean, no signs of them packing up and leaving or doing them on their own will?
No. I don't know either. That's why I'm waiting here for Amethyst to come back to see if she has any news for me.
We know who Amethyst is?
Yeah, we said she was the Harper.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I'm having trouble just with that information, because I think I blocked it out of my brain when you were doing it.
Oh, yeah.
Like I can't.
The intentional, I'm not going to metagame.
Yeah.
I will not.
I'm not
how I-
remembering
that's
any of
how
this
I felt.
conversation, because they're going to have to tell me again.
Yeah.
No, I hear that, man. I get it. No worries.
I think part of adventuring that I've learned is less for the glory, although those parties are fun, and more about the heart and what you stand for and helping others, whether it's big or small. It always makes a difference to someone's life. And just even the fact that you want to try to find them, and even a shred of a whisper of something speaks volumes. And I think you're brave. I don't think you may feel like a coward. I don't think you are. You came all this way. You're trying to do what you can.
It's a very strange reaction. It looks like the way there's like a couple things that she looks like she's about to like, I don't know about cry, but she looks like she's about to get up, or like, you know, just like looks like she wants to like run away for a second, but then it seems like Alize like refocuses, and then Rosa like settles down, and then she just goes, thanks, that's really nice.
As a panic attack, basically.
Yeah, just like,
It's you could tell though that what you said also struck Gideon, even though it wasn't intended for him. So.
Yeah.
She'll eye him too, and she'll look at Rezavin. And also to that too, Rezavin, what you were saying about the memory. Every time I come to the site, I always try to find the people that I journeyed with or knew. Most of the time, I don't find them alive anymore. But I always carry the thoughts and memories of them. So I think that's a very sweet sentiment as well.
Yes, this is something I try to do is write about the people who I meet so their stories can continue on.
Yeah. I think it's awesome.
Oh, Gideon,
I could tell you
didn't
lots
answer
of
the
stories
really
from
hard
them.
question, by the way. Sorry, I didn't realize you were still talking.
Oh, no, you're good.
You
What
could
were
continue your
saying?
thought.
Oh. Sorry. I just needed to get closer to the camera.
You're fine.
Nope, I forgot it. That's all right. What
I'm
were you saying,
sorry.
William?
I
No,
like
you're
it must have been the lag. I
wasn't
thought you were
important.
done talking.
You're
You were talking
good.
about memories, and you always bring those that you travel with
Resident,
you.
I can tell you stories about
Deflection.
all sorts of people that I knew as well if you wanted more stories. Unless they have to come from your own personal point of view, then that's all right too.
I will take any story you tell to prolong the lives of anybody.
Sounds good. Tell you about the Silver Dawn some point. All right, Gideon.
Yeah,
Or
Gideon,
Rosa,
you
Golly, I
didn't
don't know why
answer
that
this
one hit me.
super hard
I'm starting to
question.
cry. That you made Gideon tear up with that one.
With
Oh.
what?
I don't know why that got me. The
Oh,
last line. I don't know why that's hitting me hard. Damn. That's a good line.
No, I've been loving this whole conversation, guys.
You just hear
so-
getting it. Well, damn. He said,
President will reach out a hand and like squeeze your shoulder.
That was a doozy. This sweet tea is hitting hard. You definitely put something in there. Woo. What?
well, now you're crying. Now I feel bad.
Yeah, clearly I was not ready for that emotional
uh,
outburst.
Well, you asked that super hard question, but you didn't answer it, so.
Oh, well, I mean, I thought it was obvious. I'm not adventuring again, so I did it for my friends originally, and at the time, there were a few people that had seen injustice, and a person had brought accusations against me that were untrue and defended me and proved my innocence. And that was my reason why. I wanted to make sure that those people out there that were wrongfully accused or framed or brought into things that wasn't their fault, that they'd have a champion to defend them. And it's what I originally first got into it for, and found out that eventually those scales started going the other way, and I did more harm than good. So,
Like your whole party, or like you personally?
what do you mean by that?
Well, you said I did more harm than good. Did you mean your adventuring group did more harm than good, or like you?
No, I did. So, until hopefully my little aid now will do more good than wrong, but eventually I'll head out before that changes. But if we can steer you in the right direction, hopefully find the people that you're looking for, I'd like to do that before I head out.
Thanks.
Gideon, the only way history repeats itself is if you didn't learn your lesson the first time.
Oh, no, I did. Sometimes better just put something away before it can burn something up. You know, like a dangerous artifact, you lock it away so no one can ever use it again. Anyways, enough about me.
Yeah, I get it.
I've lived my life.
Well, you've been really helpful with us lately.
extremely
appreciate
helpful.
it.
I can't even talk to a guard.
I mean, this one over here talked to that, family and, found out that kid was ill and made a friend in the graveyard. I mean, he's been doing a great job.
Yeah, because look how cute and friendly he is.
Yeah. Y'all don't need me.
Are you talking
we
about
do.
me again?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh, thank you.
welcome. You're sweet, Resident. I think it catches people off guard initially, but you hit them with a sweet
You're really nice.
You know.
Mhm.
word. Hug. Yeah, that.
Did he smile a tiny
There
bit?
was a brief moment, and then immediate return back to neutral.
That's so cute.
Sounds like Stones.
Yeah.
I just imagine him.
I think it's good to have your help, though, Gideon, for now. I mean, I'm not going to take away your free will or anything, but I think it's really helpful, especially to have more eyes around all of this.
Yeah, like I said, I'd be more than happy to consult and just, I think you'll understand if we ever get to that point. Sometimes I can do more harm than good, and I don't want to get back to that.
We have you as a permanent consultant for as long as this thing lasts, because things keep changing every time I'm here on the, material plane, and it's weird.
I'm not writing that in stone, but
Are you sure you don't want to
that's definitely
sign a
not a
contract?
phrase that I'm going to put in a contract. That is for sure. But yes,
Gotta try.
I will delay my trip home until the city's safe, and hopefully I'll get some more information on your city, your town folk.
Thanks.
Mhm.
I get it. Just sometimes you're not cut out for it. It's not a bad thing. I don't think.
You see him put on a fake smile, but that also cut Gideon like, ouch.
Well,
Right?
I'm not saying I don't
No,
think
you're right.
cut out for it.
No, you're
but
right,
I'm
though.
saying
Yeah.
sometimes you just know yourself, I guess.
No, you are completely right. It wasn't.
Sorry,
It's
I
one
didn't
thing-
mean to say anything wrong.
No,
I was really
it's
talking
one-
from personal experience too, that's all I was saying. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna shut up now.
You did fantastic. It's one thing to tell it to yourself. It's another thing to hear from someone else. So I
I
apologize.
thought it would be reassuring, someone's not pressuring you. That's what I meant. I'm so sorry.
You did good. You did good.
Alize just sips her tea and just eats tea.
Well,
Should we finish here and then make a rotation plan with the guards and Bahamut people?
y'all can go first. I'm gonna go last because y'all don't sleep as much, and I'm gonna get my nighty nights in. So I'm ready to go.
We can go 2 and 2 if that helps.
Out of character, I'm a little confused what our plan is because I thought I had said, okay, let's do it all night, and then everyone was like, no, we don't need to do it at night, but now it looks like we're doing it at night. So what are we doing?
Wait, doing what at night?
I was just saying we
Patrolling
didn't
at
have to
night.
stay up all night, but
Patrolling all night,
we
yeah.
could do
So
watches.
Yeah, I think we're just
Well-
kind of cycling through who needs to take
Oh.
a long rest, and
Yeah.
then we'll
So we can
be
stay
with
up.
guards or whatever, keeping watch. If anything happens, we'll be available.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you'll
So-
Yeah, because if the guards are all watching and doing their patrols, or if we ask them to, then we're not oh, the guards are right here and we're right next to these other guards, but there's a huge gap over here that's not being watched.
Like-
And so it's just making sure that we're covering.
basically, I feel like what our mission is right now is hang out in the town until reinforcements and higher up people can come in and potentially
And so we, like,
solve the
back
issues.
up.
We're the
Yeah.
people watching over this place until more people can come to help. That's what it seems like. Is
Yeah.
If we want to investigate more, we can. I don't.
Yeah, we'll
want
keep
to leave,
investigating
but-
potentially.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. That makes sense.
I mean, if you want to continue going around and find pings and see if we find someone's house that has it in there, I don't know. We could do that as well.
We can do that as well.
Well, and didn't General Greer say we could use the? I forgot what it's called, but it was like what's the place of the books?
Leaves of
Something
Learning.
about leaves.
Yeah, Leaves of Learning. So they might have something there too.
We have one in the Feywild called Reading Rainbow Library.
That's
The
cute.
more you know.
That sounds fascinating.
It is. Anyways. Well, let's get this plan in action and start helping and protecting and being this town's shepherds.
So as you go off to your various things for the evening, starting to enact the various plan, that's where we're going in tonight's session. Hey there. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, then consider subscribing to be notified when more go live. Thank you to our official artists, Rachel and Dee Lee, for the character art. You can follow them under their socials, Pip400art and Raphaziel, respectively. If you want more D&D actual plays in between Revenants Wake, consider checking out games run by Mark and Mike on Twitch and YouTube under Marquee Gaming and Bardic Dice. And as always, thank you for the royalty-free music done by Kevin MacLeod, Ivan Dutch, Critical Role, and the Dungeon Playlist. Links to everything in the description below. And with that, we'll see you all next time.